Hey deeply rooted family, I just wanted to, this is part 3 of the graveyard interaction video, or spirit veneration, ancestor veneration video. I'm going to be doing a lot of this year because we are going to be having a very special Samhain celebration. So this is the crossroads to the graveyard I was talking about in the previous video. That's that T. The crossroads is lorded over by Papa Legba, especially the male ones, and the graveyard itself is lorded over by Bawan Samedi. He is the Lord of the Dead. There is more. Woo, look at all those guys. Awesome. Sorry, squirrel. So Baron lords over the dead. There's more about him that I could tell you, but this would be a 9-hour video if we did that. So what I want to start with, I just want to give you an idea of what we're working with. There we go. And I'm going to, pardon me, I'm going to try to stay away from the graves that I know I've seen people at, you know, and some of these people died a long time ago, and I think honestly if the worst they find at the grave of their deceased great-grandmother is some candy, that we're okay. Alright, so these are just, and this is a public graveyard so I can film names, no big deal, everybody's dead. So, alright, so now we've done that, so there's my car Odin. He's my mobile clergy office, especially right now in the time of what's going on in the news. And what I like to do is I like to have a variety of offerings to give the spirits. So there is dried fruit, dried cantaloupe, there is dried mandarin oranges, and I apologize y'all, this is the first time I've ever done a video like this. Now these are for the spirits who are the guardians of the graveyard, whoever they may be. Maybe it's Baron and Papa Legba, maybe it's someone else. I have no idea. I don't like to assume things, so I bring lots of offerings. Now usually I bring alcohol, but I wasn't in the mood to go to Walmart today or a gas station, or just, you know, it just wasn't an essential on my list. This is gonna make Mr. Wade Miller very sad. These are Swedish fish. Got a huge, awesome deal on these red Swedish fish. I don't know anyone who doesn't like these, so I brought those. And I got some chocolate-covered raisins. And these aren't individually wrapped. These are just straight. Can pour them right on the ground. Don't have to worry about social distancing with the dead. I got these spring blend sprinkles and also some rainbow sprinkles. And I got these for the kids, actually, who live in the graveyard here, because there's lots of dead infants. Very sad, but, you know, we've had more than one pandemic in the world, sadly. And then I've got cherry slices, because I like cherries. I like to give things that if I could eat them, you know, I would. I got some, if I can get it, I got some black licorice mint, which I'm going to have to open up before I put it on the ground. Never leave garbage in a graveyard. Bad, bad juju. And then wintergreen. Some spirits just really like wintergreen. I have no idea why that is, but it works. And I've gotten this information, just so you know, guys, from many, many, many trial and error and much research. So listening to a lot of people on YouTube, reading books, listening to people who aren't on YouTube. In lieu of getting alcohol, I have Kutztown root beer. I've actually used to live near Kutztown, Pennsylvania, so this stuff is fan-frackin-tastic, okay? If I was a dead person, I would want this. And it's kind of an old-timey soda, so a lot of the entities and ancestors who live here can appreciate this stuff. That's one of the things I do, but if you can't find it, alcohol works, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all that good stuff. This is birch beer. This stuff's amazing. If you've never had this stuff, go online, get this now. You can find this somewhere. Go to the Kutztown website. I'm sure it's like Kutztown root beer. I don't know. Something.com. Go Google it. And then there is, fancy kind, the Kutztown white birch beer. Now, everything I just explained to you, I do things in series of 3, 6, and 9. There's a reason for that. That's my magical system and how I work. It also works in accordance with the deities that I work with. Like Odin, who is also a death god, by the way. Works with the Morrigan, so she's a death goddess, battle goddess too, just like Odin. They also lord over the ravens, Hunan and Moonin, or the Morrigan's 3 ravens, which elude me right now, the name of them. And you will see these birds Should be right here. There's one right there. That's a crow. Yeah, that's a crow. That's not a raven. But there have been ravens in graveyards I've interacted with, and ravens are equal opportunity food eaters. So you don't have to worry too much about ravens and crows and stuff. I didn't bring anything like rice, anything like that. That would be a bad idea. Anything that could explode in a bird's stomach, bad juju. Please ignore the car and the huge mess that's inside of it. That's a Ganesh statue. That's just garbage. All right, so now we're gonna take these offerings and we're gonna give them to the spirits. I'm gonna give you a taste of what that's like.